not on any sleight of hand. So firstly, let me show you, yes, I've tested it. Now, when we describe BettaKultcha to people, you know, they say, what is BettaKultcha? And we say, well, it's an evening of slideshow presentations given by people who are passionate about their subject. And they often say to me, well, that sounds like an evening of PowerPoint presentations to me. And I say, we prefer to call it an evening of slideshow presentations put together using open source software. And they say, I don't care what you call it, it still sounds like a car crash of an evening. And I say, no. True enough, the theory does sound like a car crash, but the reality is far different. And they say, I don't suppose you have a visual metaphor, do you, that could demonstrate what you're talking about? And I say, well, as it happens, that's why I always carry this mug, wooden spoon and string around with me. So here to demonstrate is a visual metaphor of what BettaKultcha achieves.
I'm the mic stand now.
That's it. Lovely. Just hold it there. Now, the mug represents the concept of BettaKultcha. The string represents time. The wooden spoon represents you, the audience. And the metal washer at the end of the string represents our presenters. Now, when I describe BettaKultcha to people, this is what they imagine. Where I'm going to let go of the washer and the mug is going to descend to the floor and end in many pieces. But the reality will be this. I'm going to let go now. I'm telling you to count the wind factor actually, that's a new one, but here we go. Hey!
This is why we have to calculate. Best of three.
Just to show that it is possible to do it actually. It must be the wind factor that I'm taking into account. Here we go. Now, being BettaKultcha, I'm going to explain to you what actually occurred there, because it's not magic, it's physics. Now, clearly, gravity was going to act on the mug. But what people forget is that gravity acts on the washer as well. And because it's attached to a piece of string, it's forced into a slingshot movement in exactly the same way that satellites are sent into space and have a slingshot effect with the gravity of the planet, and they go off at a greater speed into space. And because the string shortens as it wraps around the wooden spoon, it creates a clutch and stops the mug from hitting the floor, or it should do, but in the first instance it unravelled just as quickly. That can happen. Would anybody like to have a go at doing the mug and spoon? Step this way, sir.
Not bad, not bad.
Don't do this over a kitchen floor that's got a hard surface. If it's going to be a metaphor, it's good to work for everybody. I hope we're getting this on video. Danny Boyle, eat your heart out. marks. Go!
One more. Anybody else?
Any more volunteers for the mug?
No.
Okay, we have.
And then we'll start BettaKultcha proper.
I have a chipped version of the mug if anybody wants it. Which I think is a metaphor as well.
I don't think I've had that before.
On your marks. Yes, left handed.
It needs to be a bit.
On your marks. Get set. Go! Yay! See? Left handed, right handed.
Thanks very much, Colin. Right, we'll start.